Chelsea's game-changing decision returned glorious results, but new battle awaits. When January began, Chelsea were dealt a reminder, had they needed one, about how far they had to go as Manchester City scored 3 first-half goals in a thumping win at Stamford Bridge. 16 days later, after a narrow win over Fulham, Leicester City then showed their credentials by playing the Blues off the park at the King Power Stadium. It would prove to be Frank Lampard's last Premier League game as Roman Abramovich ruthlessly wielded the axe. The oligarch broke rank by offering some words when he sacked the former player. "I have an excellent personal relationship with Frank and I have the utmost respect for him," he said. "He is a man of great integrity and has the highest of work ethics. However, under current circumstances we believe it is best to change managers. Have your say. Will Chelsea win the Premier League? Tell us in the comments section." The Russians' billions were invested in the likes of Timo Werner, Kai Havertz and Edouard Mendy in an effort to make the West Londoners challengers once more. They were operating at a level far lower than expected, however, and they turned to Thomas Tuchel. As mid-season moves go, this would turn out to be a masterstroke. It was an underwhelming beginning, however, as the Blues passed Wolves off the park during a goalless draw at Stamford Bridge that had few people taking note. Tuchel saw his side make 820 passes but mustered just 5 shots on target. The clean sheet, however, would be a sign of things to come as a defense that had previously been shaky was transformed. Chelsea were conceding more than a goal per game under Lampard, but in Tuchel's first 10 league games they shipped just 2. When Lampard was sacked, the Blues were 9th, fast forward 6 weeks, and, after a win at Liverpool, Tuchel again had them back in the top 4. The Germans' 3-4-3 formation was proving effective, and it was more than a nuisance for Pep Guardiola's Manchester City side. A win in the FA Cup semi-final at Wembley curtailed City's hopes of a quadruple. Success at the Etihad was notable if not slightly invalid given the dead rubber nature of the clash with Guardiola's team so far ahead in the table. But it was the third win over them in a matter of weeks in Porto's Estadio do Dragão that would etch Tuchel's name into Chelsea folklore. City, heavy favourites to win a much-craved first Champions League, were undone by the West Londoners, who now rule Europe for a second time. Havertz's winning goal capped off an up-and-down first season for him at the Blues, which seemed to be something of a metaphor for the club's season. Less than stellar in the first half, rapid improvement in the second. And so on to the summer, where Tuchel planned to strengthen his hand with an arrival or two, something he hinted at in the aftermath of their Champions League success. Romelu Lukaku returned for a club record £97.5 million fee and scored within 15 minutes of his debut. Swiftly hailed as the final piece of the jigsaw, the Belgian was tipped to continue scoring goals at will as Chelsea targeted a first league success since 2017. For weeks their ruthless efficiency looked as if it would deliver just that. 8 wins from their opening 10 games, which included those dogged success at the likes of Brentford, where 3 points were perhaps fortuitous, and an impressive showing at Anfield with 10 men. A draw with Burnley on November 6, though, appears to have set in motion a poor run of form that threatens to derail their campaign. Tuchel saw his side drop points in 4 of 7 games and keep just 1 clean sheet in that time. That, coupled with a raft of injuries, a lack of goals from Lukaku, and the once-ever dependable Mendy looking below his best. The positive for Chelsea is their man in the dugout. Tuchel has proved himself to be one of the game's elite managers. It comes at a cost though, all that success. The German's history suggests, at top clubs, he has something of a shelf life. At Borussia Dortmund he lasted 2 years, whilst in Paris he didn't stay much longer, both exits coming amid friction with the hierarchy. There are no signs of a repeat as of yet, but Tuchel remains a man who calls it as he sees it. The current Premier League season features arguably 3 of the strongest outfits the competition has seen, and whoever wins out will go down as one of the most